Hi, I'm Eli and I'm running for ASB president because I think mental health at our school could be a lot better. And I think it has to do with our school's culture. For the past few years, our education has been about data, take more APs, take smarter balance, and this idea that we need data points to prove that we're a successful school, which is cool and all, except that we've kind of become data points. And I think our school's glossed over a lot of the intangibles like happiness and anxiety and meaning and purpose that a lot of students still struggle with. So my basic goal in ASB is to broaden and redefine what success is at our school. And I want to do that by giving arts and extracurriculars more opportunities to be shown at our school. I want to give clubs more guidance so that they last longer. And I want a Senate that involves more students in school leadership. And most of that is because I think we need a school that strives to produce well-rounded people and not just students. Because ultimately life and school is more than just an A-class period. So that's what you're getting if you vote for Eli for president. So one idea I have is March memeness. I mean, March is kind of a dead week, dead month. And I know we have March Madness, which is kind of cool, but it doesn't really resonate with everyone, I don't think. So I think it'd be kind of cool to have the same bracket system for like memes. Don't know how it would work exactly, but I guess we could throw it to the Senate. Because another thing I want to do this year is break our Senate into more committees so that they can be more involved with real issues that affect everyone. I think the Senate is underutilized, and I think there's a lot of people who want to be involved in school leadership but don't know how to, so I want to give them an avenue to do that.
We have rights, and we want stuff. I will give the students rights, and I will give the students stuff. If I am elected ASB president. I will do this all at no charge to the student body. Now repeat after me. What do we want? Free stuff. What do we want? More rights. What do we want? Free stuff. What do we want? More rights. What do we want? Free stuff. It continues like that for a while. Free stuff.
Hey Lakers, my name is Erica Chang and I'm running to be your ASB Vice President. It might not seem like a particularly special job because instead of having a specific description or task, it's more of a supporting role. But that's exactly why it calls for a person who wants to step up. Not for the recognition, but so that they can make a positive change in their school. I want to make high school as great as possible, not just for me, but for all of us. I want to be a person that you feel comfortable coming up to and talking to because you are confident that I care about what you have to say. With your help, we can make Lake Oswego High School a better place. So vote Erica Chang for ASB Vice President. I think one thing that has been lacking in our school this year is school spirit, so I really want to bring back that kind of feeling where we're all united to and we really care about our school, if that makes sense. And so I was thinking that we could have kind of a system where for certain spirit days we would all vote on kind of the theme, and so everyone would be more into it and that what we're doing as a school is something that everyone wants, and I think that would really help with our school spirit.
What exactly makes a good secretary? Let me tell you. A good school secretary has dedication to their fellow ASB members and participates in school events. A good secretary is a goofball that makes midnight Winco runs to cheer up their friends and delivers the student body a podcast every Sunday to keep them up to date on the latest school news and juicy drama. They're someone who can take criticism and knows when to do the right thing. A good secretary would bring class potlucks to the school as a regular event. A good school secretary is attentive, not only to leadership meetings, but also to the student body as a whole and as individuals. A good school secretary rides a baby blue moped to school, and is someone who loves the school not because of its strengths, but because of its capability to improve. I, Reiley Hyun, can be the change that we all want. Vote Reiley for ASB secretary. So I think that a leadership characteristic that I have that I can take to the school next year is relatability and just friendliness. I think that a lot of people on ASB sort of try to sell themselves as very happy, social, friendly people, and then when they get into ASB the following year, they're a little bit difficult to talk to. I think that for myself at least, I belong to a lot of different friend groups, and I love making conversation with people who I don't know, which makes me a very approachable guy. And I think that my interests range from like all the way down in the arts wing to like in the math hall. So you know, I'm interested in kind of everything. So it's easy for me to talk to people, and it's easy for me to relate to people.
Hi, my name is Youn, and I'm running for secretary. Wait, I have to make a call. Hey Casserole, I have a question for you. Do you want our school to be a little bit more unique? Oh, hey Catherine, and of course, our school would be so much fun if it was a little bit more unique. I'm so sorry, it was an urgent call. However, if you feel the same way as Casserole, vote me, Youn, because I, Youn, will work super duper ultra hard to make our school a little bit more unique. Vote Youn, or Cathie Youn, or Casserole for secretary. I think that I'm good at talking to new people, and I know I'm pretty shy usually, so I know that a lot of shy people have a hard time, but I think that I can help them feel more comfortable and like relaxed at school, and I think that people will like being around me, and so that's my leadership quality, I think.
Hi, let's talk activities. Next year, I want to host a giant student potluck dinner in the gym. We're going to set up a bunch of tables, like 50 or more, and just invite as many kids as we possibly can to after school one day, sit down, bring whatever food they want, and just share with everyone.
I'm not great at math. I have never been great at math. But to be a great treasurer, you do not need to be excellent in math and born a natural mathematician. All you really need is to know how to add, multiply, subtract, and divide. To be a great treasurer, you need to know how to budget and a person that is trustworthy. Lakers, what I just gave you is the truth and nothing but the truth. I'm not the type of candidate to lie to the people in order to sway votes into their favor. Honesty is what I live by and what I will bring to the ASB team next year. So Lakers, when deciding who you want to handle your money, vote for honesty, vote for Finn. One leadership quality that I have that I'll bring to this school is affability. I'm comfortable with anyone coming up to me asking any questions, and I respect everyone's point of view and will take it to heart.
Hi, I'm Matthew Seeley, and since I only have 45 seconds, I'll get right to the point. I was sophomore and junior class treasurer, and the class of 2019 isn't bankrupt yet, so I'm successful. But I'm also experienced, and I think that's really important in electing an ASB candidate. You see, I'm not going to make any crazy promises in this speech because I know leadership, and I know that the ASB treasurer doesn't have the authority to say, buy every classroom recliners for all their students. Besides, then Lakers would want them too, and it would just all go downhill from there. Instead, I'll advocate for simpler things to make your lives more enjoyable, such as, say, donuts in the cafeteria for free during finals week. So vote experience, and vote Matthew Seeley for ASB treasurer. Thank you. So a leadership quality I have is I'm very good at figuring out logistics for things. So if someone has an idea that they present to me, like JONAH had last year, like let's get a foosball table or whatever, and I'm really good at thinking like, okay, how could that actually happen? Like what are the pros, what are the cons, where's the money coming from, how are we going to get this to work, how are we going to fit it in the doors, things like that. And so I think I'm really good at figuring out that sort of thing. If any of you saw the junior class homecoming float where the Coliseum was built, I did a lot of work on that and figuring out how we should engineer it. So that's the type of thing I want to bring to leadership.
Let's go Lakers! I'm Kyle Langford, and today is the best day of my 17-year-old life because I'm running for Publicities Director. And I know doing the announcements is my calling because there's nothing better than making people smile. And I promise next year all my posts will be the best you've ever seen, and I promise to be beast mode every time I come on the speakers because I'm going to be playing all the best music ever created. And at LO, we've got athletes, artists, scholars, musicians, comedians, and leaders, and I want to make sure that everyone gets recognized. Remember, it's a great day to be a Laker, and vote Kyle Langford for ASB Publicities Director. Next year in the morning, I want to make sure that there's a little something for everyone in the morning announcements. So I want to make sure that there's a little bit of comedy, maybe mention JV athletes, and make sure to play some student music at the beginning of the announcements because we got some great talent around here and I just want to make sure that it gets recognized. And that's my mission.
Hi, my name is Cami Peddie and I'm running to be your next ASB Publicities Director. Something that I would like to incorporate next year for the student body is announcing birthdays during the announcements every day. I feel like that'll give people an opportunity to have at least one happy birthday every day, and I think that that really makes people feel special about themselves, which can also incorporate a lot more school spirit, and that's just one little thing I think I'd be able to do.
Hey Lakers, I'm Meaghan, not Meaghan M-E-G-A-N, but Meaghan M-E-A-G-H-A-N. Honestly, I don't care how you spell my name, as long as the title after it is ASB Assemblies Director. If you elect me, next year I want to make sure that we actually have more than just a few assemblies. To do that, I'm going to make sure our assemblies are on time, so we're not wasting valuable class time. I also want to make assemblies more inclusive, so I want people not on ASB and not in leadership also in assemblies. Overall, I just want to make next year super fun. So vote Meaghan for ASB Assemblies Director. To make sure assemblies are super great next year, I just want to make them on time so that we actually have more assemblies, so teachers want to have assemblies, as well as I want more involvement from the school, not just ASB and not just leadership.
Hi, my name is Ben LaFond. You either know me personally or by reputation. Yes, I'm a twin, and yes, I'm from Boston. But I'm not here to talk about me, I'm here to talk about us as a school. There's two things that bring the school together and that make it as a community: competition and assemblies. We already have enough competition here at LHS. We're a school of champions, and assemblies just mark the top off. So I'm here to make assemblies more about our victories, more about our accolations, and more about us. And how about some more fun? As I said before, competition and making assemblies more fun. Why don't we have some competition in assemblies? I know freshman year, we had a dodgeball game. That was awesome. The whole crowd loved it. Dunk contest, how about that? Shooting contest with the basketballs. And just more fun and getting everybody into it together. That's how I make them more fun and better assemblies.
Hi Lakers, my name is Grace Cook and I would love to be your next ASB Clubs and Committees Director. Being a part of the school community for the past 3 years, I've seen the many varied interests of people here at LO. I want to make sure that everyone's passions are represented by our clubs and we can get as many people involved as possible. I believe that we can make a home for everyone here, and a wide variety of school-supported clubs helps to allow that to happen. One major thing that I would love to do as your Clubs and Committees Director is to create a second club rush in the spring for any new students or other students who wish to be more involved. I think that this will help to get more people to be in clubs and will help to build our overall school community. When it comes down to it, the people who vote into ASB need to want to make the school a better place and need to have a plan to do so. So just remember, step with the pace and vote for Grace. Okay, so to help better the student club experience, I really want to better publicize our clubs so that we can show all that they do and all that they're involved with. One way that I would do this is to create a like a club spotlight a couple times every month, and we could just say like what are some things that they do, like whether if it's a service club, like how much time their members put in and things such as that, so that we can get more people involved in our clubs to get them to have a better experience.
Hello, Elo. My name is Trevor Lee, but you can call me seriously. I am running to ASB, your clubs and committees director. Clubs are an important part of high school. It's where you actually do fun stuff. It's where you interact with people that have the same interests with you and make friendships that last longer than the cafeteria lunch line for combined lunches. There is a problem though. Most clubs you sign up for you don't hear from. I desire to fix that. As you can see, this is an important position that requires a lot of work. I learned in physics class that work equals force times displacement. I got force of will, and displace meant a lot to me, so I'll put them together and make it work. After all, this is a serious matter. And I'm serious, Trevor Serious Lee. So what I would like to do to increase people's experiences in clubs and make it better is I would like to spread the information and communicate more clearly between club leaders and the people that are in clubs when club meetings are. Because right now, you sign up for a club and you don't really hear from them. And so I would like to change that and see much more people actually go to the clubs that they signed up for.
Hi, my name is Treske, and I'm running to be your next ASB Clubs and Committees Director. Clubs are a great way for you to get involved in the school, find a new hobby, or simply just to meet new people. Unfortunately, as you may know, clubs are often forgotten or not attended after the big club rush event. My goal to ensure that doesn't happen will be to make sure that clubs are organized and active throughout the entire year, and that club rush is as organized and as easy as possible. I want to make sure that next year is the best one yet, so don't forget to vote me, Treske, as your next ASB Clubs and Committees. So an idea I had for next year was to create like a show and tell day for the clubs. So at the end of the year, we could set up a layout similar to what Club Rush looks like, but instead give clubs an opportunity to share and present to the other students what they've done and accomplished through the year.
Hey Lakers, my name's Peri Johnson and I would love to be your next ASB Unity Director. Our school has so much to be proud of and I want to work to increase our spirit and our support for each other next school year. I believe that my positive attitude and outgoing personality can help to make that happen. I love to create and collaborate with others and I think that could make me a great part of the team that's going to make your school year next year an absolute blast. Don't stand by, stand together. Vote Peri for Unity Director.
And when you're ready.
I want to continue to have people stand at the doors in the morning and say hi when the students walk in, and then also have some sort of student spotlight to highlight all the positive aspects of our students and things that people do that are cool other than sports.
What's up, Lakers? Hope we're all having a great day. Now, let me tell you something. As a freshman, I was lost and confused most of the time. Then as a sophomore, I was still kind of lost and still kind of confused. Then junior year rolled around, and I started to feel a part of the high school. And then so I'm a lot less confused, just stressed. I don't want people to feel how I felt next year. So as Unity Director, I will help integrate the classes together by hosting bonding events and hosting events for classes individually so we can all get to know each other a little bit better. I want the freshmen to feel comfortable around the seniors, and I want sophomores to have a better sense of self and not be too worried about Next next year as Unity Director, to help everybody feel welcomed and valued at the school, I will help make events that incorporate classes with each other and classes together to help everybody get to know each other and find out where their place is in this school and where they belong between their classes and between other classes.
What's up, Lakers? You may know me, but for those who don't, my name's Emma Winter and I'm running to be your 2018-2019 Unity Director. This year, I had the honor of being the Vice President of Lake Oswego's own Unity Club. You may recognize us from putting on events that celebrated underrepresented holidays such as Diwali, or for just holding fun events throughout the winter season. So when choosing a position to run for, it didn't take long. I want everybody to love the Laker community just as much as I do. My goal, if elected as your Unity Director, would to make this entire school your friend group. I want everyone to be able to walk around and see only friendly faces. I would also organize fun school-wide events such as card tournaments or other large group games during lunch to get to know new friends. Because at LOHS, we all belong together. So remember, what's the dilemma? Vote for Emma. So all throughout my high school career, I've been a student who wasn't involved in any athletics or clubs, except for this year I was the Vice President of Unity Club. But I thought there wasn't enough events that really included the kids who don't do things through the school. So I want to create like fun events after school for, different kinds of people. Like, I know there's a lot of people who have different interests and different things, and I think if we serve to those interests of all the students, I feel like we could make a community that supports everyone and that everyone feels welcomed and included.
Hey, hello. My name is Gabe Zhang, and I will be running for the ASB Unity Director. I stutter when I talk, and it has been a speech impediment ever since I was born. I'm not good at public speeches, so why am I running for ASB? It is because I truly care about the welfare of the students, and I believe that I have the most to offer to the school. Yeah, so please vote for me for ASB. So I feel that a part of being a unified community is that we are open to all of the diversity in the student body, and I feel that each person has their own talents and their traits that they should be proud of, and I believe that I'm there to promote each one of your talents and traits.